Steve Kim for UCN Live here with Abel Sanchez, trainer of Gennady Golovkin. You guys, October 17th, take on David LeMieux. As you were negotiating this fight, and it was not clear who Gennady was going to face next, were you getting a little bit concerned that complacency might set in if you couldn't get a fight of this caliber for Gennady?
Not complacency, but just not as much focus because guys like this stimulate Gennady. Guys like this make it interesting for Gennady to not only prepare physically but mentally. There's an element of fear. There's an element of the unexplainable out there. So I'm glad that it got signed, but it's not only because of the fight, but because it's a challenge.
Abel, be honest. Were you surprised that David LeMieux, fresh off of a title-winning fight, did not decide for a couple of easier defenses, that he got right into this? When the fight was announced, did that surprise you?
Actually, it did. It surprised me that Golden Boy took it also, but that just goes to show you what David LeMieux wants in his career. He wants the same thing Gennady. He wants to be the best that he can be, and I'm sure that he's tired of seeing these kind of fights where there's no action, where there's no relevancy boxing-wise. So that, I'm sure, was a motivating factor. Plus, I'm sure that Tom and the managers made the kind of deal that's hard to turn down.
As they say in The Godfather, made a deal that they couldn't refuse. Yeah, the other issue is, from a trainer's eye perspective, what is your scouting report on David LeMieux?
I think David's a little wide at times, but I think that David's a big puncher. I don't underestimate him in that respect, but Gennady's a better fighter, just all-around better fighter. Better amateur background, better technician, a lot more patient, but David does have a very good left hook, a very strong kid, and he's hungry. That's dangerous.
Final question for Abel Sanchez, a trainer of Gennady Golovkin. They face David LeMieux October 17th at what should be a sold-out Madison Square Garden. Early on, as David LeMieux comes out real fast, winging left hooks like he did against Endam. That's what I expect. With that said, does that mean Gennady early on has to be the boxer more or less?
Gennady's always the boxer in the first round. He's always gone out to feel what he's got in front of him. If David comes out that way, I think Gennady will use the jab a lot more. And once Gennady hits him with the first stiff jab, then I think things will change. But just to answer something that you just said, in the press conference on Tuesday in New York, Joel Fisher announced it was 15,000 tickets already sold. That's within a week. That's 2 months before the fight. So it's doing very well as far as ticket sales is concerned. I think because they anticipate exactly what you just said. LeMieux is going to come out and just try to bomb Gennady out. But look, I'm going to have the best seat in the house. I'm going to have a ringside seat. So I'm going to enjoy a heck of a fight for as long as it lasts.
All right, Abel Sanchez, Steve Kim for UCN Live.